Good morning or evening all, and this is Damien, and welcome to another episode of the HK Rise to Iceland series. As you've seen in episode 1, we played FH and won in the league, 1-0, and it was quite a good introduction to the series. I don't plan on making videos 40 minutes long every single time, but I myself, as a viewer of Workspace, do like quite a long video. Most of my videos here on YouTube will be just what happened in the stream on Twitch, and a game just against another fellow title rival, so to say. If we go over our fixtures, we had a pretty good time on stream when we played after the FH game. However, losing in the third round to FH in the Cup, and the board were not happy with that one there. My competition for the Cup was to reach the semi-final. Going out in the third round, I will admit, look, we played FH, best side in Iceland. It was a game worthy of being the final. It was a crazy game of football. Show you some highlights. First game is we played IBV, and goals coming late in this one here. Played quite well up until, as we see by the stats, we played quite well, but never could have put the ball into the back of the net. And then once we got it in there in the 86th minute by Isberg, it was a great finish here by Isberg. I'll show you the goal quickly, hopefully. The floodgates seem to have opened. It seemed that the team has finally had the monkey off its back, and let's play some nice free-flowing attacking football. Against FH in the last episode on YouTube, we're playing some good football, but not great. After this 10-minute period after the 80th minute was quite good, as we see Trummer play a great ball to Isberg. Just look at this. Absolutely one touch and bang. It's a great finish. I love the animation when the net bounces around. It was sensational. We got excited on the stream. It was quite good. We then played KA in the league as well, and they were a side that I think was sitting 10th at the time. Dominated them off the park, if you see by the stats, and they didn't even have a shot by half-time. Both shots coming in the second half. Isberg again getting the Man of the Match award. Looked quite good. It was quite a good game. No real standout goals there to show. This game, however, was a mental game. May have tactically got it wrong, and the stream is, you can watch it back on Twitch, and I recommend just to go watch this game. It was quite good. What I might do for this game is not click that one. I wanted to click something else, as it was going to generate a match report now. Don't really care. Sorry. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. If I go back to review, it should let me see the match highlights here. Okay, strange. There we go. Thought there was a way. I'm pretty sure there was. Field? No, that's not what I want. I don't know what's going on, guys. I did it like yesterday. We just clicked in here and we saw the next game. It doesn't really matter. I'll go back to it. It's a mental game. I'll figure it out. We then lost 4-1 in the league. That's correct. 4-1, being one of the best sides in Iceland, to Sindri, who at the time were dead last and haven't won a game. Their only win so far this season is against us, and they beat us 4-1 convincingly. If you look at the stats, it was fairly even. We kept the ball quite well. Just 4 long balls on the break, and the Freitas killed us with his speed. Well, it looked like he had speed, and 13 pace in the league's not too bad, considering both our centre-backs aren't overly too quick. It's the whole reason I'm looking to get some better centre-backs in one day. But yeah, it was quite an interesting game to watch. Quite annoying. It was felt at times we're getting FM, but at the other time, did we really play that well? We played okay. We probably played well enough. We are seeing us win. We're clinical to win games like this. Wasn't clinical on the day, and we got punished for it. Thankfully, we ended the stream on a 3-0 win where we dominated FJ. Quite a good game to get back on track. 60% possession. Scoring 2 pens. Both pens were there. Seems like for us, it's very important for us to score the first goal and score it early, or else it seems like a lot of teams like to sit and frustrate, and then we get hit on the break. And once we go down, it looks like, I'm not going to say there's enough fight or character in the side. It just looks like we find it very hard to overturn a deficit. But we definitely are good front runners. If I go back to here, I really want to show you the highlights of this game. It was quite good. Usually there's a way, but it's really strange. There we go, field, that's what I want. Show you the key highlights. It was a mental game of football. I knew there was a way how to do it. I've been playing FM since 2013, but I'm still, sometimes when it comes to this screen, I don't really look back at games. I use the tab where it comes up and shows you who played well and that, just to go back and look at the key highlights or the goals if I really want to. But because I play every game, I generally know what goes on. But yeah, we scored quite early on here. I think it was 37 seconds. Thought this was the pointless highlight, and it was cleared away, and then it was like, okay, not a problem. And then eventually do score. I'm going to quicken this up just because it's the key highlights. We won the ball here. There we go. Neves, Isberg, Gunnarsson, 1-0. There we go. We move on to the next one. It was another ball out wide. Isberg again. He ran around his man, cut it across. Good keeping. And once again, I thought the highlight was over. But that will go long. We'll win it again in the air. We seem to dominate the aerial battle. And Isberg again, proving his worth. Good ball in. It was a good header. And once again, thought the highlight was over. And then this happens. Ball comes in, win it. Knock it down. Through. And the highlight wasn't over. As they equalised to make it 1-1. And at that point of the game, we were very much on top. And I really thought we should have maybe and not have conceded there. And then we decided to go score and make it 2-1 just before half-time. Thank God for that. Isberg came out wide of it. Back post was poorly cleared. Trummer put it back in there. And our captain, fantastic, Jonasson, puts it in the back of the net. We go into half-time. And then after half-time, after the 80th minute, I made some changes. I went to a 4-3-3 with a 6. Took off our captain, who was quite tired, and I said, we're dominating this game 2-1. Let's just not shut up shop per se, but let's make it a little bit more defensive. Didn't go standard or flexible or counter. I thought we'll keep the ball, so I stayed on control just to make sure we didn't get hit on the break. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for our keeper, we probably should have lost in normal time. He pulled off a few great saves hereabouts. Trying to see if I can find a couple of them for you. They're definitely on the stream, where he's pulled off some absolute beauties of saves. Might just stick with the goals, to be honest, though, guys. As the ball will come in, and Isberg, not doing Isberg things here. Usually beats his man, gives it away, and look, 87th minute, can't be doing that. I'm telling you guys to keep the ball, and they didn't keep it. And this is where they should have won it. Right here, I reckon. Well, maybe not. I reckon they definitely should have won it at some point around here. And there we are. I reckon there's definitely one great save from the keeper coming up. And I reckon it might be this highlight here where young Jon, and he needs some credit, pulls off a great save. He pulled off a fantastic save somewhere around the 60th. It's on stream. I'd like to find it, to be honest. Here it is. Look at this from Jon. 92nd minute. Unfortunately for us, losing in the shootout. Missing the first and the second penalty. And they scored all of theirs. Just a poor penalty there. And Neves, to be fair, it was a good pen. Just a great save by the keeper. To lose on penalties, I thought was harsh. Especially Detroit FH first up. It was just easily could have been the final. It was a good game. I do recommend to go watch that full game back on Twitch. But that brings us up to date in terms of the fixtures. Unfortunately, in this game, Nicholas Brandt, our very well-rounded centre mid, got injured. Sprained some ligaments, will be out for today. That substitution seemed to hurt us as well, is because the lack of quality depth off the bench in terms of centre mid isn't there. We got some people with some raw talent that have room to grow, but not really. Ori came on and then had to brought Robertson on as well, and he's not quite ready as well. And it seems that we lost the midfield battle after that once we brought him on against FH. But yeah, there is some transfer news as well. As I said in the last one, we didn't have a keeper. Didn't have a backup keeper, and there was a guy I was looking for in Nick Barlow from the FFA Centre of Excellence. Couldn't scout him, was out of my scouting range, and then decided, look, got called up to the Under-20 World Cup squad and was the World Cup keeper. I'm going to put in a cheeky contract offer to see how much he wanted. I only wanted to be a hot prospect, £675 per week. I thought that was a very cheap deal. Didn't want his agent didn't want a fee, and I said, look at the stats. These, determination's above 10, so it's not too low. And I said, you know what? He's not better than Jon yet, but maybe has the potential to be. And if Jon ever does leave for more than that $4 million asking price, we can look to get rid of him. Thank God he's back from international duty, because Jon's now going away on international duty with the Iceland Under-21s. International duties are killing me at the moment. People come back and then people go and then people come back, and it's not until after the KR game where we finally get our full squad back for the most of the season and we can play with a full strength side. But as you can see, Nick Barlow probably will start today thinking Jon is on international duty, which brings us up to date, guys. Which means that let's get onto the game. as we play Bree. Now, Bree is an abbreviation of, because I can't pronounce that, a lot of boys aren't ready. Apparently, Brunt could probably be on the bench with that match sharpness and fitness. I probably wouldn't bring him on. But if we go to the club and we actually go to our general information, Bree are in second, our local rivals. They're fierce rivals as well, so it's a good game to get on top of and play very well. As we'll continue forward to the match preview and team selection, as you can see, Arneson is unavailable, and so is Young Isberg, both on away on international duty. So for a difficult game, we don't have our two star men, which is very, very painful for us. We've got to put Brunt there, and Grierson, who doesn't have the match fitness, is actually quite a good little right winger. Got good, decent pace for the league, good determination. All round does an alright job when called upon. Played 16 times in the league and got a match rating of over 7, so we'll take that. In terms of everyone else, it's probably going to be how we line up. I don't think I'm going to change too much. Diallo's finally up to match fitness, I believe. Yes, he is, so we can actually play Martin and probably get Stefan back in there. In saying that, Matheson played well in the last game, but we're probably going to swap it around and play it like that, as that's my preferred combination, as both have room to grow. And then the rest of the team is straightforward. Put the older statesman in Benjamin Gunnarsson on up top instead of our young Palmy. Young Palmy hasn't had the best of times as he started. He's starting to grow, which is great. He's getting football. 5 games, only 1 goal, and his only goal came in that 4-1 loss to 10th place Thindery. He's missing chances. He's not playing great. Giving him back to our 26-year-old who, to be honest, doesn't have the greatest stats, just scores goals. And sometimes that's all you need. Contract expiring in 4 months. Going to look to get him maybe on a contract, but it depends. We have scouted a lot of free agents, and we'll bring you anyone that is worthy of note, that we might look to bring in. Definitely looking maybe at another first-team striker on a free. All that stuff happens on Twitch, guys. So if you really want to get over to Twitch and watch me really grind out the save, that's where most of the action happens. Do look to bring you quite a few episodes though on YouTube if you can't, so don't stress too much. As we'll get into the game today, Nick Barlow will get the number, my favourite number to backup keep is 22. We'll give him the 20, you know what, we'll give him 32. Couple of boys played for Adelaide Crows that were 32, that was quite good. Michael Shudo, so being a Crows fan, unfortunately with a lot of injuries, not fun times, but a good number to, I think, give a goalkeeper. Tell him to carry on from the last game. I'm going to tell him I have faith in him. I don't think Barlow will react to that as it's his first game for the club, but definitely good enough to play at this level. I'll tell the rest of the boys that have faith in them. And yeah, before I kick off, apologies about the sound in our first episode. Didn't realise that the sound was still on. Also, apologies about no badge kits or anything. I literally built the new PC and was so excited. I said, that's it, we're going to do the first episode. And left everything, quite newbie and quite, if you reinstall the game, this is what it's like. The sound's up to full. Not the best for streaming or cutting up some videos and putting them onto YouTube. Today should be a lot better. So we head to the tunnel, send it to the assistant. Won't click play match, as I'm expecting it to be quite fast. We'll drop it down if it wants to drop down. There we go. We'll turn the volume off so we don't get that annoying whistle in the background. And there we go. As it'll be an early corner, minute in, Stefan knocks it down. Jonassen's there. He loves a good knockdown, this guy. He's already scored a few of those sort of goals where he's coming in on the volley for crosses or knockdowns. 2 minutes in against our arch rivals with a slightly weakened side. And it is 1-0 HK. Great finish, keeper wrong-footed. And that's exactly what you want to see. Possession a bit low, very low actually for us. We usually keep the ball quite well. It looks like Breeze maybe changed that. There we go. Possession getting back up there. I was going to say, Breeze keeping the ball, not the usual shot. As Trumner, top of the box. Ori! His first goal for the club, and it's an absolute banger! He lays at top of the box. Poor marking from Breeze, must be said. And then the left foot finish. First time. Tempted to say it was on the half volley. There's a great little cross there from Trumner. Technically on the half volley, it's bouncing to him, but what a rocket. Maybe the keeper should do better. But he does the animation with a full over. And look at that. 3 shots, 3 on target. And surely, hey, Brie are in all sorts of trouble. Will take the penalty. He is our natural penalty taker. He's our best penalty taker in the club, even though he's a reserve player. And he's hit it straight at the keeper and missed. I've just talked him up, scored 2 penalties in a game before, and he's missed. It's been a great start from us anyway, but come on, Ibrahim. Got to be scoring that one there. They could be 3-0 down and out of it, Bree, but instead their keepers kept it in it with a very easy save, will be said. So move towards half-time, time ticking away. And possession not too bad, dominating the game. It's starting to have a few shots now, Bree, though, but I reckon that will be half-time. Playing quite well on a whole, most of us. A Zet for our left back, but that's okay. We're just going to tell him that I'm pleased with how it's going. Keep it up. Where is he? Going to give him some confidence. Calmly say, you weren't that bad, but I have faith in you to improve. And hopefully that match rating 6.1 goes up, because I need him to start playing a lot more games until young Topuk, our Turkish left back, our little, not wonder kid per se, but a little left back with a lot of potential can come in and do the job. As we'll get the second half started again. 55% possession. Really dominating this game. Their fitness isn't quite good, Bree, but that sometimes doesn't matter on Football Managers. They punt a long one here. That should be Barlow, who's kept the clean sheet so far. Decent keeper for the division. Very happy I got him on a hot prospect contract too. I would expect him to be wanted a rotation or better, but quite good. As we go route one, not our typical style. I'd like to see us build it up, but we'll admit, with the personnel we do have at the back, not the easiest thing to do. As Bree with controlled possession here, bringing it out, but we're pressing him here in this corner. Can we win it? Or with a good tackle, but falls back to Scott. I tell you what, with a good ball over the top, Ben has got pace. Darlow doesn't. It could be a good cross in here for Bree. Cuts it back. Well done, Ori. Good positioning here from the young ball-winning midfielder. Good ball out to Gearson, who I highlighted pre-game. And that is a very good ball. And Gunnison, he has scored plenty of goals like this before. He's running one-on-one. Down he goes. That's a pen. Surely, it probably should be a booking. Only a yellow because of the double jeopardy rule. It is a yellow. And he has a chance to redeem himself. Come on, Diallo. Score this one. Make it 3-0. I'm tempted to say put it to bed. Can he do it? Keeper goes the right by, but that's better from him. That is a great penalty. Top left. Pick that one out. It's his third goal of the year. Scored 3 penalties. I love it. Should be 4. 53 minutes, and we got 3-0 up, guys. Look at that from Diallo. Top bins. Pick that out. And we can start thinking about making changes and maybe getting people that are a bit tired off, which Diallo starting is. He's got through 63 minutes. We're going to take off Martin. Move Martin out there to fullback. Just put him on the defensive fullback because it's more natural for him. And if we go down here, we're probably being Martinson on. Yeah, other centre-back's not on the bench, so it's all good if he wants to come on. Playing as the defensive centre-back. Swap them around as Arthur's better on his left-hand side. And that's the only change we'll make after 64 minutes. As there's another highlight. Probably usually they're the pointless ones. Saying that Trummer brings it down. Doesn't fall to him. Or he's just punted that one away. Got to keep the ball there, Young's one. And that's a ball over the top. And here comes Lefferson. He's inside, surely. It's a great challenge by Guerrera. Great challenge by the Italian. It will be a corner to Bree. Free header at the front post, and it's over the bars. They're looking for a way back into the game. 66 minutes, quite happy with how we're playing. Haven't had a shot on target. Haven't tested Nick Barlow, who's at 72 rating. 74 minutes gone. We're going to make another change here. Ori's played quite well. 8.0, 66. You know what? We might just keep him out there, and we might just do this. Might bring Neves off and actually put Gunnarsson, who's actually quite natural at centre mid, to come in and play, and put young Jonasson up top there. Actually, you know what? It might be a triple change. We'll put him at second striker. We'll get our young striker on in Palmi Sigfusson. Can't pronounce that name. But hopefully we can get another goal. Get his match rating up. There's plenty of time there. No pressure. Triple change. We just hope for no injuries now. Sometimes Football Manager punishes you when you make your triple subs a little bit early. As Martinson will play the ball into Ori. Good possession there. The young Ajay Anderson. Palmy with a good ball out. Gearson, can he cut that one back? Yes, he can. There we go. Ajay Jal Anderson. No relation, I don't think, to the captain of the club. But there he goes. It might be his first goal for the club. Maybe. I don't think so. I would have said down there and I've missed it as I was looking at how long was left in the game. But it was just good build-up play. And that's why I have our young striker came in, because he's good in building up the play. Maybe needs some better passing, but not there. Gearson once again proving that he's definitely good enough to still play in the division, even though his scout rating and his coach rating isn't that great. And it's 4-0 here, and we're giving him an absolute pasting, guys. It's beautiful. Our arch rival, second in the league, showing our dominance at the moment. As we move into added time, and we move to full time, and that is a great win from us. 4-0. That is played him off the park. Didn't have a shot on target. Keeper gets a 7.3 on his debut, which I love. Our centre back gets man of the match with the assist, obviously. Everyone else played quite well. Very impressive young Ori there. Hopefully he will start growing too. Love the mentals on him. Everyone came in and played quite well. Quite happy with that. Our captain, Alti, getting a goal again, scoring plenty of goals in the league. I was very pleased with that performance. Don't butcher the team talk, and I'm happy with that. And there we go. Barlow gets his debut. After there, we'll do the press conference, sure. You certainly have the bragging rights. It's fantastic for us. It's the sort of result that can provide a huge momentum. Definitely an incentive in bringing him off the bench because he's definitely one. And I'm very happy that he had a solid game. And I hate when they start asking too many questions. Yes, it's a fundamental part of we play. We do cross the ball in quite a lot. But there we go. Just remember, guys, always make sure to save your games. Save them after every game. Don't always lose your data. Backup saves, put it on hard drives, everything like that. But there we go. What an episode. We are top now as a game saves on 15 points. Everyone else has not played yet. It was the first game of this match season. But there we go. That will wrap up the episode. Don't forget to like the video, and please don't forget to check myself out on Twitch, as that's where we mainly do most of our content for HK, and we'll stream 99% of the games on Twitch. We probably won't do preseason games per se, but every other game apart from the YouTube games we do on Twitch, and it's just good fun to get out there and watch, I reckon, on Twitch, and it's a good interactive workspace. Thank you guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and from Damien, that's me done. Enjoy your day.